week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Okay, ready? Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And without a doubt, not the way.
Progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way, and now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here we go. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
11.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11 coming. 11.
On third down, Burrow. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
70.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits.
And it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Hunter Nicewander on to punt now on 4th down. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this 1st half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1, right? 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
11.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. Ready? So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Here we go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
12, 11 empty, take. 11 and stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 empty, 11 empty. 11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11, 11.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff as they run left side. And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, go!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Go, Reed, go! Ready?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rig alert, rig alert. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18, 5 in.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
On 1, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
12.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. Unlock line. Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel
great.
set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Come on. Tap the 60.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 2. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go with Burrow. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
On point, ready?
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Cincinnati, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this.